Welcome everyone. My name is Chinmay Patel. I am from Sri Shiva Science College, Amravati, and today I am going to tell you about radioisotopes and its application. This seminar is under our chemistry department, so without further ado, let's start. Here is content: Introduction to radioactive isotopes, its definition, application in medicine, in industry, in agriculture, in biosciences, and at last we will see the uses of radioactive isotopes. Here is the introduction. An atom is composed of a positively charged nucleus that is surrounded by a cloud of negatively charged electrons. The number of orbital electrons is equal to the number of protons present in the nucleus. This number is known as the atomic number, denoted by Z. The sum of protons and neutrons in a given nucleus is the mass number, that is A equal to Z plus n, where n is the number of neutrons. Here is the definition. Isotopes are nuclides with the same atomic number but different mass number. The spontaneous degradation of nucleus and transmission of one element to another with consequent emission of rays or particle is known as radioactivity. Radioisotopes or radioactive isotopes of an element energy by spontaneously emitting radiation in the form of alpha, beta, and gamma rays. Then here is the application, that is first in medicine. There are many examples of use of radioisotopes both for diagnostic and therapeutic purposes. Radioiodine, that is iodine 131, is used in the medicine to diagnostic the activity of thyroid gland and also for its treatment. The intense gamma radiation obtained from radiocobalt, that is cobalt 60, are used in the treatment of cancer under the name cobalt therapy. For checking up the circulation of blood in a particular limb of the patient, a minute radiosodium, that is sodium 24, in the form of NaCl solution is used. Gamma rays are used for the sterilization of medical products. Then second, in industry, radioisotopes finds many applications in industry, both in research and in process control. Any leak in the underground pipeline can be located by allowing a radioactive liquid to flow through it. The thickness of coating or layer of moving sheet of textile, paper, and rubber sheet can be measured, also controlled by using strontium 90. Mechanism of many reactions of industrial importance such as alkylation, polymerization, catalytic synthesis, etc., can be studied by using radioactive carbon as a tracer. In agriculture, by, by using calcium 45 as a tracer, it has been possible to measure the uptake of calcium by plants from the soil. In respect of phosphate fertilizer, it is possible to find the optimum atom of fertilizer and a stage of growth at which it should be applied with the help of label isotope, that is phosphorus 32. Mutant varieties of highly yielding crops plants are developed by irradiating the seeds with gamma rays from a radioactive sources. Gamma rays from cobalt 60 isotope are used for the preservations of onion and potatoes. Then fourth, in biosciences, radioisotopes and radiation techniques have significantly contributed to the study of biology and biosciences, particularly experimental biology. Some representative applications are given below, that is, important pathway and biosynthesis of low molecular weight substances have been understood by the use of hydrogen 3 and carbon 14 labeled organic compound. Radioimmunoassay, that is RIA, has been an active subject of interest in the biomedical field and is now used for the measurement for the most of the biological important substances such as hormone, drugs, vitamins, viruses, etc. Autoradiography technique is conjugation with the microscopy has been employed in the study of DNA replication and the study of protein synthesis. In addition of carbon 14 and hydrogen 3, the other common isotopes used in the biology for various studies is phosphorus 32 and sulfur 35. Then at last, uses of radioisotopes. Radioisotopes are used in the ascertaining the turnover timing for particular compounds. Radioisotopes are widely used in the study of the mechanism and rate of absorption, accumulation, and translocation of inorganic and organic compounds in animals. Radio-labeled drugs are useful in pharmacokinetic studies, that is site of accumulation, rate of metabolism, and metabolic products. So okay, I hope you everyone find this video informative. Thank you so much for watching.